Premier League saves are absolutely immense this year in Football Manager 26, and that's mostly down to the licensing agreement that Football Manager and the Premier League have. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you the top 5 teams to manage in the Premier League for long term. You're not going to want to miss this one, lads. Let me know in the comments who your top pick is. Coming in 5th place is Bournemouth, lads, and they have a transfer budget of 2.3 million, but don't be deterred by the lack of transfer budget in the first transfer window, as Bournemouth have some unbelievable football players at their football club, which I'll go through and show you. The starting squad is unreal, lads. They are a top pick for a Premier League save this year. The stadium is immaculate. The training facilities are state of the art, and the youth facilities are state of the art as well. So you're going to get good youth prospects coming through. But if we take a look at the senior team now, what we'll show you is some of the best players that I think are going to be key to your squad. And first up is this man, Marcos Sensi. Underrated, should be an Argentinian international regularly, in my opinion. This guy is unbelievable in Football Manager. Such an underrated talent here at Bournemouth. Is a defensive rock, and they've lost big players like Kirkes and Zabani in the transfer window, but they have replaced them really well. Diakite, I think, is another top-notch centre-back from France, only 24 years of age, a potential French international in the future, lads, as well. And as you know, they play Football Manager in real life, and one of their Football Manager starlets is Alex Scott. This guy can play from DM to AM, lads. He is an absolute beast. Look at those attributes there. 16 agility, 14 stamina, 18 determination being the most important stat on that page right now. He can absolutely cook for you. But where it gets interesting for me, for Bournemouth, is the forward line. Now, there's so many forward players here that I think are unbelievable. I think new arrival Amin Adli is one of the ones to watch. This guy is a top talent. Wingers being overpowered this year is going to get no better than Adli. But saying that, they have the Premier League legend, the Premier League inform man in Antoine Semenyo, who is absolutely top-notch. Still only 25 years of age. He's worth up to £90 million. I managed to pick him up for 40 million on my Liverpool streams, and he's been unbelievable ever since. But to kick off Bournemouth, the striker that's going to get you goals, they've got Unal, they've got Evan Nilsson, but they've got Eli Krupi, who is finding his feet in real life and banging in goals. We all know about this guy. We're Football Manager players. We know he's a top wonder kid, a breakthrough prospect at Bournemouth, and one of their best players. Can you lead Bournemouth to Premier League and Champions League glory? It was very tough picking all of these lads, and Brighton come in at 4th place. Unbelievable team to be. Transfer budget of over £100 million to spend, and a team stacked full of talent, particularly Greek talent. I don't know what they're putting down in the Gyros in Brighton, but they are cooking with some players that I will show you in a second. They've got an immaculate stadium, superb training facilities, superb youth facilities, as you would expect. They're another team that play Football Manager in real life, lads, and you can tell that by the squad that they've put together. The only thing you might say is they may need a new goalkeeper. Is Bart Verbruggen up to it? He is a Football Manager legend, and he's still only 22 years of age, 20 caps for the Dutch international team, going to get well over 100 caps. He's a very good keeper. You probably don't need to buy a new one right there. They've got the experience in Lewis Dunk, the 33-year-old centre-back, former England international, is coming to the twilight of his career now, but still a very good leader on and off the pitch for Brighton Football Club. But getting into the more interesting players now, I would say Maxime de Kuyper at left back is unreal. One of the best wonder kids in Football Manager from prior managers. Now he's 24 years of age. He's coming into what he should be, his prime run. He's in the Premier League. Big things ahead for Maxime de Kuyper. Other players that I really love at Brighton are Karu Mitoma. Again, 28 years of age, plenty of pace, plenty of flair. Flary, pacey wingers are the ones this year, lads. And Mitoma is going to be one of those top-notch ones that's going to be absolutely bagging goals against you left, right, and centre. But let's get into the wonder kids that Brighton have, because that's why we're all here. Let's be perfectly honest. Babis Kostoulis, the Greek legend, he ripped me apart in the Carabao Cup on my Liverpool streams, and he will rip you apart as well with his Greek man up top as well. They've got Stefano Zimas, one of the top strikers on Football Manager 26 in terms of potential. The two Greeks will absolutely cook you like a lamb kleftiko, lads. Will you take Brighton all the way? Will you bring them Premier League glory, European glory, and make Brighton the biggest and best team in all of world football? Come on, you Irons, I hear you shout, as West Ham are third on this list, lads. An unbelievable team to rebuild, in desperate need of rebuilding, as their form in real life is looking like they're going to be a championship side in the following season. But you can stop all of that by picking them in FM26 and making the Irons not only the best team in East London and Essex, but the best team in world football, lads. They've got great training and great youth facilities, slightly downgraded from what you saw from Brighton and Bournemouth, but they do have a fairly decent transfer budget in the bank with them. You can buy some decent players from that budget, and that budget is 4.6 million. Now, on a stream, I managed to pick up Raheem Sterling for 1.8 million, and he was absolutely cracked for me. And you do need some forward players in this squad. The squad really does need a rebuild. There isn't too much to shout about from the squad, in my humble opinion, but I'll give you the key men whilst we are here. And starting off, you can start nowhere else but Jared Bowen. He's on fire and he's shagging Danny Dyer. Jared Bowen is West Ham's best player. You can play about right wing, left wing, striker. He will get you goals no matter where he plays. He's an unbelievable talent in Football Manager, and surely Mr. West Ham at this point. Other players that I like that could come back from injury and do very well are Somerville. He's got plenty of pace, and as I've said before, pacey wingers are the way forward in this save and in this series of FM so far from what we've seen. And Somerville is one of the paciest and best wingers you can get at the football club. Nicholas Füllkrug, you will need a striker. This guy cannot hit a barn door or cannot down a German beer, as some may say. West Ham needs saving. Will you save the Irons, or will you let them falter and become a championship side? In the runners-up spot is Chelsea, and we know Chelsea are signing so many under-23 players in real life. They've absolutely stacked their team with talent, lads. Unbelievable talent in players like Cole Palmer already there, Reece James, Estevao. All of these type of players are actually very, very good. And they have a transfer budget of around £16 million, which is not bad considering they've spent a whole load of money in the summer. State-of-the-art training and youth facilities. You don't expect anything less, although the stadium needs a bit of an upgrade from what Football Manager is saying. But checking out their team, you should have no problems achieving all their goals and bringing back Chelsea to being one of the biggest and best sides in European football. They're in the Champions League this season as well, and they've got so many good players. Just look down the list of how many players they've got. One of my favourite ones this year is Andre Santos, known for playing in his tracksuit in the game, but he is an absolute class midfield player. Shone at Strasbourg, now a Brazil international, lads. You can't argue with how well he has come on. An FM legend from FM24, Jorel Hato. Unbelievable player. Former Ajax captain, believe it or not, at only the age of 18. Was insane. You know he's got top talent if he's captaining one of the Dutch's biggest teams. Other players to look out for. Yes, Mudryk is still in the game, lads, if you are wondering. But their best player that they have for potential is Estevao. This guy is Neymar's new gen. Unbelievable in-game. Very good in real life. Showing his stuff in the Premier League. Could have gone to a lesser league like La Liga or Serie A, but he chose to join Chelsea and the Premier League to prove his point that he is Brazil's one to watch in the future. Will you take over Chelsea and rebuild what Roman Abramovich and Jose Mourinho did for this football club? They are current club world champions. Can you do more with them? But the best team to rebuild in the Premier League is Manchester United, lads. They are the team in need of a big rebuild. Ruben Amorim, in the last few games of recording this video, has pulled it around for Man United, and they are climbing up the table. But they need a huge rebuild. This is no Sir Alex Ferguson Man United era. This is the era of no success for Man United, and they deserve to be a club. One of the world's biggest, up there, winning Premier Leagues and winning European trophies again. That's what I grew up with, and that's what I want to see again from you managing Manchester United. They have superb training facilities and superb youth facilities and an okay stadium. We've all seen the memes of stuff falling down when it starts raining at Man United, so that's where you should try and invest your money if Ineos allow you in the game. But Man United's squad is actually stacked with quite a lot of talent, lads. You will be surprised about how much talent Manchester United have in the game. They've got obviously Andre Onana out on loan, but new goalkeeper Sene Lammers looks like a new Peter Schmeichel from all the Man United fans that I've seen on Twitter, on here, on TikTok, etc. They really bigging this young man up, and he's got a lot of talent to back it up as well. I've seen him play very good. But the player that everyone says is Man United's best player is Amad Diallo. This guy is unbelievable. He doesn't really have a strong right foot, but on his left foot, cutting inside as a pacey winger with a great first touch, good determination and good flair, this guy is going to look like prime Ronaldinho in your side. He's going to be banging goals. Someone sent me an image of this guy scoring 25 Premier League goals for Manchester United in the first season. So, yeah, unbelievable player there. Mateus Cunha, coming in from Wolves, is a good addition to the squad. A Brazilian international, used to play for Wolves, knows the league very well. He's got fairly good on both feet, plays 1-2, shoots from distance. He's got a good flair, good determination. You can play him out wide, through the middle, up top. It's all up to you, lads. But his partner in crime, who they paid big money for in the summer, is Kinder, Buemo, Brian and Bumo. What a player he is, lads. At Brentford, he tore it up. Let's be honest. I wanted this man at Tottenham, but he went to Man United, and fair play to him. He's doing very well there. But the one they have is the FM legend up top, and that is Benjamin Sesko. This guy scores goals for fun, lads. Let me tell you, he's banging in goals left, right and centre on any stream I see of Man United or any YouTube playthrough I've seen as Man United. This guy is pure Football Manager heritage, lads. He is top notch. I don't care what anyone says. He might not be the player in real life, but in Football Manager, he could be the striker that leads you back to the Premier League title. Since the heady days of Ruud van Nistelrooy, Andy Cole, Dwight York, they haven't had a better striker than Benjamin Sesko. And I'm not including Wayne Rooney in that list. He was top-notch as well. Lads, are you going to take on Manchester United in this challenge? Will you take on any of these Premier League teams? Or do you have any better suggestions? Let me know in the comments. And let me know what save suggestions you want next, or content in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.